A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. Random House Audio presents Star Wars: Vision of the Future by Timothy Zahn. Read for you by Marc Thompson. Chapter 1. The Imperial Star Destroyer Chimera slid through the black of space, its only companion, the silent gas giant world of Pesatine far below. Admiral Pelion was standing at the forward viewport, gazing out at the dead planet, when Captain Ardif arrived on the bridge.
"Report from Major Harch, Admiral," he said briskly. "All damage from that pirate attack has been repaired. Your ship is back to full fighting readiness."
"Thank you, Captain,"
Pelion said, carefully hiding a smile. In the 30 hours since the failed attack on the Chimera, Ardif had gone from believing it to be a raid by New Republic General Garm Bel Iblis to suspicions that it had been engineered by dissident Imperial elements, to similar suspicions involving similarly dissident rebels, and was now apparently convinced that a pirate gang was responsible. Of course, in all fairness, Ardif had had the past 30 hours to cogitate on his theories. The tech's preliminary report on the debris from the destroyed Kaloth battlecruiser had certainly influenced his thinking, too.
"Anything new from the patrols?"
Pelion asked.
"Just more negatives, sir," Ardif said. "Still no indications of activity anywhere in the system. Oh, and the sensor stealthed assault shuttle you sent on the attacker's escape vector also just checked in. Still no trace."
Pelion nodded. As expected, really. Anyone who could afford to buy and fly a battlecruiser usually knew a few tricks about hiding it.
"It was worth a try,"
he told Ardif.
"Have them try one more system. We can transmit that far without relays. If they haven't picked up the trail by then, order them back."
"Yes, sir,"
Ardif murmured. Even without looking, Pelion could sense Ardif's hesitation.
"A question, Captain?"
he prompted.
"It's this communications blackout, sir," Ardif said. "I don't like being so completely out of contact this way. It's like being blind and deaf, and frankly, it makes me nervous."
"I don't much like it myself,"
Pelion conceded.
"But the only ways to make contact with the outside universe are to either transmit to an Imperial relay station or punch our way onto the HoloNet. And the minute we do either, everyone from Coruscant to Bastion will know we're here. If that happens, we'll have more than the occasional pirate gang lining up to take pot shots at us."
And, he added silently, it would be the end of any chance for a quiet meeting between him and Bel Iblis, assuming the general was indeed willing to talk.
"I understand all that, Admiral," Ardif said. "But has it occurred to you that yesterday's attack might not have been an isolated incident against an isolated Imperial ship?"
Pelion cocked an eyebrow.
"Are you suggesting it might have been part of a coordinated attack against the Empire?"
"Why not?" Ardif said. "I'm willing to concede at this point that it probably wasn't the New Republic who hired them. But why couldn't the pirates have set it up on their own? The Empire has always come down hard on pirate gangs. Maybe a group of them got together and decided the time was right for revenge."
Pelion stroked his lip thoughtfully. On the surface, it was a ridiculous suggestion. Even on its deathbed, the Empire was far stronger than any possible aggregate of pirate gangs could hope to defeat. But that didn't mean they wouldn't be foolish enough to try.
"That still leaves the question of how they knew we were here,"
he pointed out.
"We still don't know what happened to Colonel Vermel," Ardif reminded him. "Maybe it was this pirate coalition who snatched him. He could have told them about Pesatine."
"Not willingly,"
Pelion said darkly.
"If they did what it would take to make him talk, I'll decorate Bastion's moon with their hides.
Yes, sir, Artif said. But that brings us back to the question of how long we're going to stay here.
Pelion looked out the viewport at the stars. Yes, that was indeed the question. How long should they wait here in the middle of nowhere in the hope that this slow attrition of the Empire could be stopped? They could end this war with the New Republic with a shred of territory and dignity still intact. That they could finally have peace.
2 weeks, he said. We'll give Bel Iblis another 2 weeks to respond to our offer.
Even though the message may not have reached him?
The message reached him,
Pelion said firmly.
Vermel is a highly resourceful, highly competent officer. Whatever happened to him, I have no doubt he completed his mission first.
Yes, sir, Artif said, his tone making it clear that he didn't share Pelion's confidence.
And if Bel Iblis doesn't come within the time frame?
Pelion pursed his lips.
We'll decide then.
Artif hesitated, then took half a step closer to his superior. You really believe this is our best hope, sir, don't you?
He said quietly. Pelion shook his head.
No, Captain,
he murmured.
I believe it's our only hope.
The wedge of approaching Sinar IPV-4 patrol ships broke in perfect formation to both sides, and the Imperial Star Destroyer Relentless glided smoothly between the reforming clusters toward its designated orbital position.
Very impressive,
Moff Disra growled to the slim man beside him, hearing his heart pounding in his ears as he gazed across the bridge at the green-blue world framed in the forward viewport.
I trust you didn't haul me all the way out here just to watch the Croctarian Home Defense Forces maneuvers.
Patience, Your Excellency,
Major Groden Tierce said, quietly at his side.
I told you we had a surprise for you.
Disra felt his lip twist. Yes, that's what Tierce had said, and that was all Tierce had said. And as for Flim, Disra shifted his gaze to the Admiral's chair, feeling his lip twist a little more. Their tame con man was sitting there, bold as brickbrass in his blue skin makeup and glowing red-eye surface inserts, and his white Grand Admiral's uniform. The absolute laser-trimmed image of Grand Admiral Thrawn, a masquerade solidly believed by every Imperial aboard the Relentless, from Captain Dorja on down. Trouble was, there weren't any Imperials on the planet below them. Far from it. Kroktar, merchant center and capital of Shaitalm sector, was deep in the New Republic territory, with every bit as much military firepower as one would expect such a world to have. There was no guarantee that any of them would be impressed by Flim's eyes and uniform and acting ability. And if they weren't, this cozy little triumvirate Disra had formed was about to blow up in their faces. Flim might look like Thrawn, but he had all the tactical genius of a garbage pit parasite. Tierce, a former stormtrooper and royal guardsman under Emperor Palpatine, was the military brains of their little group. And if Captain Dorja saw an allegedly lowly major rush over to the allegedly brilliant Grand Admiral to give him advice, this whole illusion would explode into soap scum. Whatever bluff Tierce was running here, it had better work.
Transmission from the surface, Admiral,
the comm officer called from the portside crew pit.
It's Lord Superior Boss Mihi, Chief of the Unified Factions.
On speaker, Lieutenant,
Thrawn said.
Lord Superior Boss Mihi, this is Grand Admiral Thrawn. I received your message. What may I do for you?
Disra frowned at Tierce.
They called us?
He muttered. Tierce nodded, a small but satisfied smile playing around his lips.
Shh,
he said.
Listen.
We offer you greeting, Grand Admiral Thrawn.
A nasally alien voice boomed over the comm.
And we congratulate you most heartily on your triumphal return.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?